Welcome to the latest video, and in this video short, well, what we're excited to announce is the publication of the Six Sigma Black Belt Handbook. 400 pages of golden advice on how to become a world-class black belt and earn double your normal engineer salary, because that's what being a world-class problem solver is all about. This is a how-to book. It's not a statistics book. So you are going to become a brilliant engineer. If you buy this book, you are going to become a brilliant black belt. Go to lulu.com and look for the Six Sigma Black Belt Handbook by Paul Allen right now. Welcome to Lean Lesson 4. And in this video, what we're going to talk about now, our subject of lean standard work, is the min-max system now for production. Now, we've already talked about this in video 3, which was the min-max system for purchasing. This is very similar, but obviously you're in the belly of your company. So somewhere on the shop floor, you're going to have this pull system. And just as before it was for purchasing, now it's for production and production planning. You will have, once again, a standard location. Important. Fixed. All of this. That's what standard work means. It doesn't mean you sort of adhere to the rules. You always adhere to the rules. So you are going to have a maximum. You're going to have a minimum, which of course is your trigger point. It's going to be going to trigger the request to make effectively. And of course, what you've got to do is decide how big the max is, how big the minimum is. Okay, now the minimum, it's exactly the same as for purchasing. We are going to take the average weekly demand for this item. We are going to multiply by the production lead time. So if the next department over is only going to supply us every 2 weeks, there's a 2-week lead time, clearly we're going to multiply by that lead time. And then of course, do you want any safety stock? I've multiplied by 1.5, so I've given myself 50% safety stock. That might be too much, and you might decide to change this number. But hey, look, it's standard work. The idea is you do this, you evaluate it. And now, of course, the great thing about standard work, you're not working on the process. Sorry, you're not working in the process. You're not using your brains every day to go, how many should we make? What should the batch size be? You're not working in the process. You can work on the process. You can stand back and watch it work. If you think this is too much, you can manipulate the rules as you get better at this. We don't want to be changing them every 5 minutes, by the way, but you get a chance to stand back and observe, because all of this works automatically. That's what standard work does. So the minimum weekly demand times the lead time in weeks, by the way, multiplied by 1.5. There is your minimum level. Now then, the maximum level. How do we get that? Well, this could be the batch size that the production department wants to produce. So now we've got this situation where if the production department say the minimum batch size we can accept for this item is, and I'm going to go 300. This quantity here will be 300. So think about this. The production department is happy. The customer has always got raw material to service the order. So production are happy, the customer's happy. This is the beauty of the min-max system and standard work. So we've decided on the minimum, we've decided on the batch size, and this could be a minimum order quantity right here, an economic, what would we call it? Economic order quantity might be a better phrase there. There's the maximum, there's the minimum. What do? You stick to it. It's standard work. It's the way you always work. There's a fixed batch size. There's no thinking about this. There's no planner sitting, sweating over his plan, deciding what to do. The minute that trigger is hit, this item for 300 goes on the production plan for the department that's filling up the min-max system. Again, my promise to you, if you do this, you will reduce your work in progress by 50%, and you will release just a bucket load of cash out of the belly of your business. Min-max for production.